So we've answered the nationwide, now international call to set up encampments on our universities in order to do a couple things to establish the Popular University of Gaza and to set up solidarity encampments for Gaza. You know, our universities will oftentimes have investments in Israel, which means that they have invested in genocide, which means they've invested in apartheid. So we were protesting through our encampment, demanding that our universities divest from Israel. On a personal level, you know, we have more in common with the people of Palestine than we do within our campus administration. You know, we oftentimes go into debt. A lot of us are students working through college. We are suffering, we have to go through all these hardships just so we can attain a college education, which, you know, used to be free, used to be something that was like a lot more affordable, and so we have to like go through all this nonsense in order to like work somewhere just to be able to like provide for ourselves and our family. And you know, the people of Palestine, they're suffering through a lot of hardships as well. They're having to, you know, they have their calories counted because of the siege that was implemented, and various things like that. Meanwhile, our school administration benefits directly from the state of Israel. You know, they benefit from seeing a lot of the weapon manufacturers, you know, because they get so much money from the increasing military spending that we have. So they benefit from genocide. We understand. First of all, we don't like seeing the videos and the images and the stories, and they're all horrific and disgusting that we have to hear from them. And the fact that our administration continues to do nothing, or not only does nothing about it, but aids in it, is something that really ruffles a lot of feathers with the student body and ruffles a lot of feathers with me personally. The administration has been trying to get us to take the camp down. They say, oh, well, we're okay with the protest, but we're just not okay with the camping, you know, and we say, well, the camping is part of our protest, you know. When you tell us to take down the camps, you're telling us to protest in a way that's easier for you to ignore. And we have been peacefully protesting for months. You know, we picked up this campaign in November, you know. We picked up this campaign because we saw this is something that the campus wants. Initially we had a campaign around where the budget of our universities was going. You know, not to like the students and faculty and services, but to like the administration and whatnot. But after we had protests in support of Palestine, we just saw so much greater numbers that we realized that this is something that is a much more felt student need. So we told them, hey, you want the camps to go down? You want the camp to go down? You want the tents to go down? We can have them go down in 5 minutes. You just have to meet our demands first. And you know, and they keep repeating the same thing, and we're still resolute in our fight to see a divestment. We're seeing a student movement rise to levels similar to the anti-Vietnam War movement. Political activity was very heightened during that time, and as well as the anti-apartheid South Africa movement. So I'm really glad to see that students are demanding just progressive change, you know, popular change too. And I'm really glad to be joining in that historic legacy, and I hope that you know, I just hope that we can see divestment as soon as possible. I hope we can see an end to the genocide as soon as possible. I hope we can see an end to the occupation as soon as possible.